Hey, welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Replay. Last time around, we were involved in some shenanigans at the Gold Saucer, an interesting sort of casino/resort, /amusement park, /gaudy monstrosity. We also got some Barrett backstory, and explored the ruin of his hometown, Corel, and yeah, that was a little bit heavy. This time around, we're going to be a little lighter, I hope, so let's get into it. I did do some stuff off camera, just some enemy skills and Fort Condor type stuff. So, let's head south. Oops. You can see the ruin of something over here, and we're going to check it out. Oh, do we hear someone? Oh, it's our old friends, Reno and Rude. Reno, last seen bringing down the pillar on Sector 7, so he's due for a whopping. What's the opposite of the Bechdel test? Because they're talking about who they like. Rude likes Tifa. That makes sense. They're both brawlers. They both punch things. Tifa does not have cool sunglasses that we know about, though. And Reno hints that Elena might actually have a thing for Rude. But I don't think he's right. Yep. Memory served me well. Elena likes Sung. I mean, should you have a workplace relationship with your boss? Probably not. Oh, but Sung might like Aerith. Boy, this is... yeah, tangled web of gossip. And Elena just sneaks up on us. They talk about who they like or don't. She thinks Sung is different. Yeah, the allure of the older, experienced gentleman, maybe? Of course, it takes everybody a minute to recognize who's who. So it's interesting that the Turks are just hanging around this jungle/forest where we happen to be headed. Coincidence? I don't know. I've got a feeling this won't be as far as we go. I expect we'll go a little farther. So note to self, remember that they have reflect. That hurt him. Yeah, you may be retreating, but you're still victorious. I don't think that's how that works. Yeah, better check your watch. Sign out at work. Well, like I said, they were due for a whopping. We whopped them. Sweet, sweet exp. No items. Boo. Good question, Aerith. How did they know we were coming here? Nobody was following us. Might be a spy. Gosh, who could it possibly be, given that Cloud doesn't like Shinra? And Aerith doesn't like Shinra. And Tifa and Barrett don't like Shinra. And Red doesn't like Shinra. Here's that foreboding music again. So there was a reactor explosion, which we sort of knew from looking at the exploded reactor. Folks are mourning in the little graveyard. Yes, a ruined reactor. Weapon shop. Yeah, tell us a story, man. People can live without Mako reactors, okay? It's quite a story. We don't yet have Mystified. Let's snag one. Ah, there's a lot here I want, but I can't afford it, so we'll pass. The accessories are would-be nice ifs. Hey, mini soldier. One day a huge explosion killed many of the townspeople. Yeah, you're not really telling us great stories here, folks. Some weapons, good stuff. Oh, they recognize the glow in our eye. Were we in Soldier? They're asking about their son, Zack. I like that name. Although I think, if I remember some trivia correctly, his original name in Japanese was Zax, like Z-A-X. Fine calling him Zack. Don't know why he needs a K at the end, just an extra letter. So these are Zack's parents. They have not heard from him. But they did hear a while back that he joined Soldier and made it to first class. And Cloud says he doesn't remember. Aerith, however, recognizes the name. Okay, so he wrote them 6 or 7 years ago saying he had a girlfriend. Was that her? Aerith's response suggests that it was. Tifa seems to know the name, too. Did this guy get around, or what? No. We don't know the circumstances. Would Shinra have notified his parents if something happened? Good question. You just asked us that, guy. Right, Aerith, what's going on? So she did know Zack, she didn't know he was from Gungaga. Zack, Soldier First Class, just like Cloud. Cloud says not many make First Class, but he hasn't heard of Zack. Aerith said it's in the past. Went on a job 5 years ago. That's a familiar time frame. So he was kind of a ladies' man, alright. She doesn't sound too broken up. I feel like Cloud might... The way we've been playing Cloud anyway, he might be a little envious here. Alright, now So let's check with Tifa. She says she doesn't know him. Seems like she does. She also points out the similarity. Would Cloud say he worked hard for it, or he got lucky? I think he would just say he got lucky. Yeah, Tifa was concerned about her childhood friend. Shinra built the reactor without taking the proper precautions. Many people died. Gonna make my surprised face now. What do you have for sale? Items? I'm not gonna worry about it. They lost so many people, others moved on. Yeah, the town does appear to be kind of sparse. Lots of treasure packs. We don't need to stay at the inn. All that brought them was sadness. Wait, megaphone, that's gotta be for Kate. Sorry, Ketshi. Let's go check out this reactor. And Barrett makes predictable but accurate comment. Always the folks who got nothing that end up losing everything. That's why he joined, or why he formed Avalanche, was to fight back, be kind of a Robin Hood figure, maybe? I don't know. What do you think? Do we believe him? Is that really why he did it, or did he just do it for revenge? Because a lot of his actions in Midgar seem to support him just wanting revenge and not really caring about the fallout. Until Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse, and I guess the fall of the Sector 7 plate. I think Cloud would support Barrett, at least in being opposed to Shinra. Sure is a mess. Company. So we again see Scarlet, who we saw in Barrett's flashback. She is the head of Shinra's Weapons Development Department. And it looks like Sung is with her. Let's eavesdrop. So this is, I don't think, something that's explicitly been touched on before. So one of the byproducts of Mako power is that you can obtain materia from reactors. So Scarlet apparently came here searching for materia, presumably to use in weapons development. And they're looking for huge materia, capital H, capital M. And she would rather delegate to the Turks. So Scarlet wants huge materia to power a weapon she's building. Is that sarcasm, Sung? If so, I approve. little internecine strife at Shinra, jockeying for power. With Hojo out of the picture, Scarlet wants to move up in the world. She's not a fan of Heidegger. And Scarlet has her own laugh. Heidegger has wahaha, and Scarlet has kyahaha. Probably aren't good imitations on my part. Yeah, Shinra having an ultimate weapon would be bad news, Cloud. Maybe you should get on that. No? Just gonna let him get away in the helicopter? Okay. Something shiny. Titan. Nice. Another summon. Any other goodies around? Guess not. Nothing much here, but we can cross the river. Sure is handy having this buggy to drive around. Having played the game, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. It's not always the way. Car trouble in the middle of nowhere. Another good music track. In a favor of a lot of people. Now we get Red's true name, Nanaki. Safe at home, Cosmo Canyon. They studied the planet here, indeed. So this was once a battleground between two ancient tribes. Currently, it is a place for those who seek to study the planet, to learn more, and share their knowledge. And they are going to let us in because we helped Red 13 out. Now, there is an observatory here. Oh, he's going to try to fix the car for us. Very kind of this generous man. Cosmo Candle has burned for generations. It is a holy flame that protects the canyon. It only went out once when the canyon was attacked. According to the elders, the attackers wanted the canyon. This must be one of the tribes that we heard about at the door. The other tribe presumably defending Cosmo Canyon. Elder Buga, is that so? You brought Naki back here? Yeah, we did. And it's not like we had to carry him. A bar, the Starlit Candle. Sounds tasty. It'll relax you if you know when to stop. Fair enough. So Red's tribe were the defenders of Cosmo Canyon and of the planet. So he says his brave mother fought and died here, but his cowardly father left, and he, as far as he knows, is the last of his race. Not just a coward, but a wastrel. My goodness, Red. So he just said he's the last of his race, but he just received a summons from his grandfather. Tifa says, let's take a break, meet back here later. Magic and dexterity, prism staff, interesting. Stores HP and barrier. So Aerith's current one, I think I do want her to have that. Rubenhagen has sealed this door shut. Super glue? Probably not. I'm guessing there's a key or a mechanism. Not much going on out here. Let's climb up. Here we are at the observatory. This is Grandfather Buggy. He's incredible and knows everything. Rubenhagen has a kindly laugh. Ho, 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 not a weird one. Take that, Scarlet and Heidegger. I think Red is older than everybody else in the party. 48. But because his race has incredible longevity, sort of like Baby Yoda, presumably. By his tribe's reckoning, he's 15 or 16 at best. I'm not sure that tracks. Red says he's finished his journey and he's here to protect the people of Cosmo Canyon. Rubenhagen, not sounding very optimistic here. Yes, the land around Midgar has withered, as has the land around Mako reactors. The world is larger than this small canyon. It's easy... well, it can be easy to forget that just because things might be comfortable in our own lives, or with the people immediately around us, or our jobs, or our families, that it isn't that way around the world. On the other hand, it can also be a lot of doom and gloom if you're paying attention to stuff around the world that you may not be able to impact and aren't paying attention to what's going on with Nomichi or Arn. Anyway. So Rubenhagen claims that the planet's death is imminent. Because he hears the cries of the planet. So is he an ancient? This may be a very talented scientist. This observatory is listening to star song. Stars and planets being born or dying. Side note, we've got a soldier minifigure up there to collect. So that is a cry from the planet. I hurt, I suffer. Red mentions we are kind of on a journey to save the planet. Which gets Bugenhagen excited. Never sure if he is sitting on some sort of levitation device, or if he is levitating himself, as a sign of his spiritual awakening, perhaps. So the rest of the crew is up. Bugenhagen is going to show us the orrery. Red has seen it and is going to go take a nap. Who should we bring? Yeah, we'll take Tifa. Or Aerith. Oh, I have to make 3. God. What else do we want to take? Yuffie would probably just say mean things. Tifa's very anti-Shinra, but hasn't talked a lot about the planet. Ket Shi, who's absolutely not a spy. Or Barrett, who has talked about the planet. You know what? Let's take him. So, music here sounds like the music from the beginning of the game, when we transitioned from the starfield to Aerith watching Mako energy sparks. Anyway, yes, the sort of planetarium, or orrery, is pretty cool. Bugenhagen's observatory. So what the observatory sees updates this model. It's a good thing it's holographic, or I feel like we'd be getting it mad with planets or meteors. You can't tell us to quit gawking when you took us up here specifically to show us this. To save the planet, we have to understand what the planet is. Eventually, all living beings die. Truth? We know the body decomposes. But what about consciousness, knowledge, and memories? Questions that we have been asking for quite a long time. In the cosmology of Final Fantasy VII, these things return to the planet. Not just humans, every living thing. spirits return and merge and roam within the planet and become the life stream. If the planet is a body, the life stream is its blood. And it is from the life stream, according to Buggy, that new consciousness emerges. So we have a person in a tree passing, their spirit energy merging with the life stream, and then the life stream giving consciousness to another person. So it's the spiritual equivalent of the planet as an ecosystem. But if the life stream, or if enough of the life stream is siphoned off, the planet dies. So, this was Planet Life 101, taught for free on Coursera or TEDx or Moodle. Spirit energy is efficient because it grows through the life it creates. So presumably, it does not take much spirit energy to create a life, and then as that life matures and grows and learns and has experiences, the spirit energy increases. And when it passes, it gives more spirit energy back to the planet than was used to create it. I believe that is the implication. And it is a neat idea. You're not describing an afterlife per se, but a belongingness, being part of something and having your life and what you experience matter and contribute beyond just to the people around you. Not that that contribution should be minimized, because it is important and significant. And yes, to really give an on-the-nose response, he's talking about Mako and Shinra using the life stream to power their reactors. So Shinra is essentially creating immediate but temporary comfort at the expense of ruining the planet. Good thing nothing like that is happening in real life. So his job is to gather knowledge and preserve it for posterity. So, based on what he knows, he's saying the Promised Land isn't a physical place. So the life of the ancients was ongoing to cultivate the ecosystem and presumably to help the planet increase its spirit energy, the flow of the life stream. The place their spirits would return to, which we know is the life stream, and that is the Promised Land. And the happiness they found was in merging with the life stream. A life of hardship rewarded with death. But that doesn't have to be a negative connotation, at least not the way things are described here. Oh, and then he says there is another theory that it is a real place. That the ancients had congregated far to the north when they disappeared. A calamity from the skies. Remember that for later. Looks like we're all hanging out by the fire. Did anyone bring marshmallows? So presumably some time has passed. Aerith says she learned a lot from the elders about the Cetra, the Promised Land. Oh, but she thinks she's alone now. Clint starts to say, but we're here for you, right? He likes her. But she's the only Cetra. Does that mean we can't help? No answer. How about you, Barrett? Cosmo Canyon was born here. So Barrett has been here before. Says he promised them that after they saved the planet, they'd come back here. Meaning, yeah, he had to have been here before. Biggs, Wedge, Jesse. Barrett recognizes that his struggle has been about revenge just as much as it might have been about saving the planet. Questioning himself. It's an interesting perspective. Will his daughter ever forgive him once she learns what he's done, how he's lived his life? Heavy stuff, man. Tifa? Thinking about Nibelheim? Well, I can see how a bonfire would make you think of the immolation of your hometown. Tifa wants to tell Cloud something 5 years ago. And she changes her mind. Wonders if Cloud really is Cloud, since he's changed. 5 years is a long time. People can change in a lot shorter period of time than that, even. Productive as always, Yuffie. Ket has been here before, too. Red says, long ago when he was small. He and his parents were gathered around the fire. Feels pride and joy for his mother, but anger at his father. The Buggy tribe attacked. And Red thinks his father ran off, left his mother, left the people of the canyon, because he was a coward. Hagen decides there's something we're going to see. Let's take Aerith. She is our best healer. Do we want to swap stabs? That one restores HP and barrier, but we don't get double materia growth. Drains MP. Let's give it a whirl. If we don't like it, we can always switch it back. But for now, let's save the game and call it a day. So not too bad. We checked out Gongaga, learned about another first-class soldier named Zack, who was Aerith's first boyfriend, who disappeared 5 years ago on a mission. Fought the Turks. Again, sort of trounced them. Discovered that Scarlet, and by extension Shinra, were using the reactors in an effort to create materia, to power weapons. Our buggy broke down, and we ended up in Cosmo Canyon, where we've learned a little bit about planet life, and now Red is going to learn something about his past. So, hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed it. It's a nice trip down memory lane, rediscovering and remembering some of this stuff. Anyway, yeah, fun times. See you in the next installment. Bye.